The Wicked Prince. In an African savanna. I grew up in a small village in northern Ghana called Tanzwil. Back then, life was simple. We farmed, we fetched water, we herded goats, but not everything was peaceful. Some stories were whispered only at night, when children were supposed to be asleep. The prince's name was Atanga. He was the son of a great chief, but people said he was born with a shadow on him. Even as a boy, he was cruel. He would trap lizards and cut them open for fun. He would beat servants, even the old ones, and laugh when they cried. When he grew older, he became worse. He took food from the farmers even when the harvest was bad. He would demand gifts from families who could not even feed their children. Everyone feared him, but no one dared to speak out. If you complained, you would disappear. But there was something darker, something people only whispered about when they were sure nobody else was listening. They said children were going missing, and the prince was behind it. I was 12 when I saw it with my own eyes. It was during Harmattan season. The air was dry and the nights were cold. My cousin and I sneaked out late one night to check traps for bushmeat. We were laughing quietly, trying not to wake our parents. Then we heard it. Drums. Not the normal drums of dancing or celebration. These were slow, heavy, and strange. They seemed to come from deep in the ground. My cousin froze. I remember the way he whispered, "Do you hear that?" We followed the sound. Curiosity pulled us deeper into the bush. The moon was bright, casting long shadows. The grass cracked under our feet. That's when we saw them. A group of men in a clearing, torches burned around them. And in the middle, the prince. His face was painted white with clay, his chest bare, shining with sweat, his eyes empty but burning at the same time. And there was a boy, tied to a tree, his mouth gagged, his eyes wide with fear. My cousin grabbed my hand and whispered, "Let's go." But I was frozen. I couldn't move. The prince lifted a knife. Not an ordinary knife. It was curved, the kind you see only in shrines. The men around him began to chant in low voices, a sound that made my skin crawl. The prince cut the boy, not to kill him quickly. He wanted the boy to scream. I will never forget that sound. The boy's muffled cries, the chanting, the drum that beat without anyone touching it. The prince dipped his hands in the blood and rubbed it on his chest. He raised his face to the sky, and his mouth opened as if he was drinking the night itself. That's when I realized this was no ordinary cruelty. He was making a sacrifice. Then something happened that made my blood run cold. The prince stopped. Slowly, he turned his head. His eyes scanned the trees. And then, he looked right at me. He smiled. That smile still wakes me up sometimes. Wide, cold, like he was telling me, "I see you. I will remember you." I don't know how I broke free, but suddenly I was running. My cousin had already disappeared into the dark, but I ran faster than I had ever run in my life. Branches cut my face. Thorns tore my feet. But I didn't stop until I reached home. For weeks, I couldn't sleep. Every night, I imagined the prince's smile in the shadows. My cousin swore we would never speak of it. And we didn't. Not to our parents. Not to anyone. A month later, the family of the missing boy was told he had run away. Nobody argued. Nobody even asked questions. They were too afraid. The prince lived on, feared, but never punished. He ruled with terror, but one day, just like that, he died. No sickness, no warning. Some say the ancestors finally took him. Others say his own evil swallowed him whole. But I know what I saw. I know the truth. And sometimes, Even now, as a grown man, I wonder if he is truly gone. Because on some nights, when the wind is dry and the moon is bright, I hear drums, slow, heavy, beating from far away, and I remember the wicked prince smiling in the dark